It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great, in some minds, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Orlando Magic. It's been hard to come by a W lately for this Orlando group. Just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. And one of the guys you're going to see in the paint, the former Trojan Nick Vucevic, he has established himself as an impact player in this league. Kenny, what role do you see him having on a team?
He has been one of my favorite players that has not made the playoffs. His ability to dominate, he has SLN, Ernie. You know what that is? Tell him, Shaq. What's that?
Shoots like me.
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Well, the holiday. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well,
big advantage, DA. Thanks.
And, you know, last season was the worst in Lakers franchise history. Just 17 wins. They suffered a 48-point loss to the Utah Jazz, tying the worst margin of defeat in franchise history. It's been a trying time in the team's history these last couple of seasons.
So the Lakers win the tip. Ingram with it for 3. It's rebounded by Payton. And now Orlando on the break. Now the Lakers starting group. Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Russell is out there with Lou Williams. And it's Baines in at the center, locking down the middle. And you talk about the Lakers' history. Incredible success up to 2010. In the 62 years of the team's existence, they played in half of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, remarkable when you look at that record. 31 finals appearances in 62 seasons. This team right now, though, extremely far away from that championship tradition.
From 6 feet, the offensive rebound. Payton kicks to Butler. Here's Gordon, and finally they hit one. Gordon's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
And that one is good.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Pick by Vucevic, feeds it to Fournier. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Inside, Butler with the steal. Over to the wing. Here's Payton, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
And, you know, Elfrid Payton's first sport was football. His father played in the Canadian League. But after Hurricane Katrina hit, Payton's New Orleans area youth team disbanded. And Payton moved to Texas and then decided to focus on hoops instead. I don't know how that happened in Texas, as crazy as they are about football there.
Outside, Russell to the paint. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got his first points in this one.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
And Elfrid Payton, a late bloomer in basketball, he was always the smallest player on his high school team until a growth spurt his junior year of high school.
And that may be why he was so lightly recruited coming out of high school, guys. He ended up going to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Not what you would call a powerhouse, but it all worked out because he's where he hoped to be, playing in the NBA.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And how about the deceptive strength of Ingram, just willing his shots in over the defense.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Baca comes in for Gordon. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Caron Butler. And it's Jody Meeks in for Evan Fournier. Here's Hezonja. Headshot off. And the Lakers take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Payton kicks to Ibaka. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Meeks. He's guarded by Calderon. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Dang. And it's the Lakers on the break. Ingram kicks to Calderon. Sinks the triple.
And if you let Calderon get set and have a good look at the basket, he's going to knock that three down consistently.
With the floater, Ibaka tips it, but no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers on top. They're up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is.
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Magic, filling out the wings, it's Hezonja and Gordon. Baca is out there with Bismack Biyombo, and it's Meeks in at the point guard. And you look at the identity of this Magic team, they've got a lot of players with high motors and high work ethic.
Yeah, it's about building a culture. I mean, you have to run on 2 tracks when you're building a team that's going to win long term. You've got to build the culture and stockpile talent. I mean, you've got to do both. They want to play unselfishly. They want a physical brand of basketball, defensive-minded in their approach. And they want players with those kind of intangibles. And I think they've got a number of them right now.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Ibaka. Russell dishes to Eve. Back to Russell. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Orlando grabs the miss. Tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
And Jody Meeks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Biyombo. And it's Butler in for Aaron Gordon. Here's E. And the Lakers with another miss. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now, here's Meeks. Defense is right there. The dish to Fournier. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, the hustle by Vucevic. I mean, showing real commitment and investment on the glass and finding ways to come up with second chance opportunities for his team. That's very impressive.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, we know Mario Hezonja is the sharpshooter out of Croatia, and some say he was the cockiest player from that 2015 draft class. He once said, "I've never had respect to anybody on a basketball court. I don't care. Whether it's a veteran or a young player standing in front of me, I always have the same goal. I want to run over everybody." Kevin?
What a quote. He is not shy. Thanks, D.A. Shot clock at 6. Fournier for 3. And that one is off.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And we know Lou Williams can get his shot, guys, anytime.
Yeah, he's got an explosive first step, one of the quickest in the game. Loves to work off the pick and roll. Good pull-up jump shooter, but his secret weapon, I think, is his tremendous shot fake. He doesn't always have the size to finish over the top. Instead, he gets defenders to overcommit and works himself to the free throw line by drawing fouls.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And not a lot of attempts from beyond the break. Those deeper three-pointers can be a little outside of some players' range, but they've got guys who can make that shot. I think that's just an outlier so far.
On defense, the Lakers. 3-point lead. They set the pick. Screened by Ibaka. Payton outside. 5 on the clock. Tries from 10. Oh, that's blocked.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the Lakers making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Vucevic with the bucket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Randall. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Absorbing contact really well. Randall will get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Here's Vucevic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And it's 6 points for Vucevic.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, your offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is...
We're back with you in Orlando, where you can see some of the street art that adorns this beautiful city. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Ingram and Randall, the young forwards, handle. Lewis Williams out there with Russell. And it's Baines in at the 5. And the Lakers with a young core of players, they take it back to basics for recovery After every game, players get chocolate milk.
Well, it's highly recommended as a recovery drink. Guys, they get a special version of the chocolate milk, though. Lower sugar, grass-fed. They say it's great for recovery. And you go back to Julius Randle, who broke his leg in his first game. They're motivated to get lots of calcium in the diet of the players.
The Magic shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And Evan Fournier drafted 20th by the Nuggets back in 2012, but it was the trade to Orlando in 2014 that really unleashed him. I mean, he earned a starting role and showed he can get it done at both ends of the court. An excellent two-way player.
And stolen by Russell. Jumps up, and the slam dunk by Russell.
The 6'9" wingspan of Russell reaches, picks it clean, then there he goes off to the races.
Tipped away, taken away by Williams. 7-foot shot, rebound by the Magic. And Fournier in the summer of 2015 hired a track and field legend to train him every morning, working to improve his quickness, speed, and agility.
Well, he's a slasher offensively, so all of that training certainly helps him. He's always in attack mode, and I think he earned himself a nice raise because of all that hard work he put in.
Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. And then for the Lakers, Nance comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dang in for Ingram.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. You see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
Well, they haven't really been strong enough inside. I mean, they haven't been a force or aggressive with getting those good quality looks in the paint. And I think the one-dimensionality of their offense is going to continue to be an issue because the defense isn't having to worry about clogging the lane or defending down low.
Payton passes to Biyombo. Orlando moving the ball around. And that one, good. Fournier's got 5 points in the quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Gordon against Nance. Now, here's Fournier. He's guarded closely. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. 4th, Serge Ibaka. And, of course, Bismack Biyombo.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low-post defense. And a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fournier gets a wide open look. With 1 second left, he muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And the muscle from Gordon, clearing out some space and establishing his territory with how he rebounds the ball.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Orlando. Jody Meeks comes in for Payton. The Lakers also changing it up. Jose Calderon is checked in for Williams. And Smith subbed in for Russell. Nance a screen. Smith kicks to Nance. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Aaron Gordon, the 4th overall pick back in 2015 by the Magic. And very young for his class. He's 2 months younger than the 2016 top pick, Karl Anthony Towns.
And even as young as he is, guys, I mean, he's more than ready for the rigors of the NBA game. An incredible athlete. He's made his impact first and foremost with his defense and activity on the court, and that always travels well.
Got a piece of it. Gordon against Nance. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Nance has got 6.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. And he gets the bucket.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Orlando making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And some changes here for the Lakers. Mozgov comes in for Aaron Baines. And it's Gian Leon in for Larry Nance.
Oh, my God.
Smith inside. He's guarded by Meeks. Smith, no luck.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Butler comes in for Aaron Gordon, and the Lakers also making a change. Ingram, he's checked in for Luol Deng.
And the Lakers head coach, Luke Walton, played almost his entire career in L.A., winning 2 titles along the way. Always known for his tremendous IQ for the game.
And Meeks kicks to Hezonja. Screen by Ibaka. Hezonja, the pass to Ibaka. The feed to Meeks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Magic have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's Meeks. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Shrink the floor when you're on the ball.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The Lakers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Ibaka is the 4 with Vucevic in the middle. Payton and Hezonja, their backcourt, and it's Butler in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Randle, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And, you know, Julius Randle in some ways is a bit of a throwback type player. He's got a powerful body, likes to bang inside and field defenders, does a good job rebounding and scoring in the paint, not yet an effective shooter at the 4 spot, and I think that's where he's got to improve.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Biyombo, he's checked in for Ibaka, and Fournier subbed in for Butler. Hezonja's shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Good on the three-point shot. And around the league nowadays, teams like their power forwards to be able to shoot from outside. Julius Randle's percentages dropped steeply away from the rim, as we saw.
And even around the rim, too, Kevin, the length of NBA players has bothered him in the paint area. At Kentucky, he was able to bully ball most defenders. Not so in the NBA. So his offensive game still very much a work in progress.
And it's Baines missing. The Magic trail by 3. Hezonja kicks to Payton. The pass to Hezonja. Unloads. And good. He nails it. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Ingram. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Orlando. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Over to the wing. Payton in the corner. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. Just 4 to shoot. Down low. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Vucevic.
And, you know, you develop a level of trust with your teammates when you show the kind of concentration that Vucevic shows in these situations. He's the total package.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's get an update on Aaron Gordon. David Aldridge, what's the status?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Orlando let me know his status After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season. That injury is only going to make things worse. Evan?
Thank you, David. Really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Luol Deng. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Russell. Payton with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Vucevic. Tries from 16. Another miss by Vucevic.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Deng is screen on Butler. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 5. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Deng attacking, and that one is hammered home.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's Payton looking for Fournier. Gets it there. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Out of France, the sharp-shooting Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Fournier nails both of them. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're losing by 5. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, coaches tell them take the easy points in a hurry and then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, but you don't want to foul blindly, though. I think teams make a mistake when they do that. Go for the steal. See if you can force a mistake. And then see what happens after that.
And he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
You know, a decent free throw shooter at this point in his career. D'Angelo has the natural stroke, I think, to become one of the league's best. Shoots it very fluidly and easily.
And Vucevic kicks to Butler. Fournier for 3. That shot missing. Here's Randall. No good. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson. D'Angelo Russell. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight? That's going to do it for...
points for Russell. Over game for him.
Please. Sweet. Mr. Baklava. Ain't trying to be broke.
Follow me to the exit. I know what you're going through. You might not like what I'm saying.
We'll be back later on tonight.